What's up guys, I'm Roxette Arisa and today we're doing a Little Dead Riding Hood. Basically a zombie version of Little Red Riding Hood. When I thought of that, I just thought it was too clever, you know what I mean? It's just like too good. So this is what I came up with. Lots of wounds, lots of dead features, and you know, that casual wolf scar happening right there. So if you want to know how I created this look, then just keep watching. But before we get into the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more stuff like this. Alrighty, Lego. First thing I'm going to be doing is applying foundation. So this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Longwear Liquid Foundation in the shade 3.0. This is a couple shades lighter than I usually go, just because I definitely want to have that super pale, dead looking skin. Now that we've got that super deadly looking skin on, we can go in straight to the eyes. So I'm using this Nude Sticks Magnetic Eye Color in the shade Chocolate as sort of our eye base. I don't want to use anything that's going to cancel out discoloration because we want that discoloration. We want to look dead, decaying, you know, the huge. You want to place that all over the eyelids on the top and bottom and then start to blend it in. I feel like we're already starting to look dead. I'm gonna go in with my VisArt palette and use this reddish brown tone and start to blend that out even more. I'm kind of gonna mix it with this deeper purple tone shade just to get sort of a bruised eye look. And I am bringing the bottom part pretty low because I want it to almost look like, you know, like death. Like after a big study sesh, you know how your eyes look? That's exactly what we're going for today. Next up, with Makeup Geek Cherry Cola eyeshadow, I'm going in with my Sigma Exact Blend E32 brush, and I'm just going to keep defining those eyes. You really want a lot of dimension, so that's why I'm going in with a lot of, you know, red and purple and brown undertones. Now I'm going to pick up a black eyeshadow on my Sigma E32 brush and just start blending that into the outer crease to further define the eyes. And you do want to take a fluffier brush and just sort of blend out the edges of that black. Next, I'm going to add a black liner to the waterline. This is my Black Saffron from Victoria Beckham and Estee Lauder. Just a little bit on the upper lash line as well. We are going to blend that out, so you don't have to be, you know, make a perfect line. Now taking a flat brush, this one's from Eco Tools, I'm just going to blend out that liner. Alright, now, where's my mascara? Where's my mascara? Mascara time. So I'm gonna use my Tarte mascara. I've been using this on the Dizzy lately, so I'm sorry I have only been using this in tutorials, but I've really been loving it. You want to coat the bottom and top. Yes, honey. I am gonna pop on some lashes. I feel complete with lashes, okay? If you don't want to, you don't have to, but I'm using the Ardell 113 Glamour lashes. Even if you're dead, you want to be glam. What? Moving back to the face, I'm going to set everything down with my RCMA No Color Powder. Feels weird not doing like concealer and, you know, all the normal steps. But you definitely do want to set that down so it stays all night long. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit to sculpt out the face. I'll take this shade right here and then start contouring my cheekbones. I am using a different brush than usual. This is the Morphe M501, which I usually use for highlight, but I wanted something that was really thin and tapered so that we could add a lot of definition and kind of build it up. I'm gonna sort of shadow out my skull area and then blend it out with that Morphe brush. Blending it on the inside this time. Then with a light brown shadow, you just want to go in and shade in sparse areas so that we have a lot of dimension. And don't worry if you make a mistake, just have a blending brush on hand so you can blend it out and soften up any edges that you want softened. And personally, when I'm doing the shading and all of this stuff, I don't actually want it to look perfectly symmetrical because I think it looks a lot more realistic if it's not symmetrical, if there's a little bit of differentiation between the two sides. Like you can see the eyes, I did them slightly different, slightly misshaped because that's the look that I'm going for. Now, for the fun part, we're gonna add on some liquid latex from Ben Nye to replicate wounds as well as dirt. For my wound, I want it to be on my forehead, so I'm gonna apply the liquid latex with a sponge and then place some tissue paper over it to kind of add some texture to the wound, and then go over the tissue paper with another coat of liquid latex. Once the latex is kind of drying on the face, you want to take a brown eyeshadow, and this is kind of like, I want it to look like dirt, like, you know, you were a little red, running through the forest, you tripped, you fell, and we all know what happens after that. With the wound on the forehead, you want to peel off a little bit of the top layer so that we can make it look three-dimensional. Then I'm going to take some of this Ben Nye Thick Blood and place that in the middle of our scar. All around the edges. And then just to touch up the sides, I'm going to take our makeup sponge and the foundation that we used and go over the sides of the latex before we go any further with the blood. Then I'm going to go around the edges of our scar with some red and purple and gray tones, just kind of mixing everything together, doing it on the fly, you know what I mean? Because again, I don't want it to look like I'm, you know, that it's perfect. I just want it to blend in nicely together. And you can see, because we did the blood first, it's getting on the bristles, which is what we want, so it gives sort of like a splattered effect. You know what this is? This is when you run into a tree and that tree goes through your head. Okay. I'm just trying to make a storyline here, you know? Little Red running through the forest away from the wolf, and this is what she gets. Now I'm just gonna add on a little bit more of that blood to really get it going here. And even with the blood, you gotta blend it out, girl. This is sick! Guys, did I mention this is my first time doing special effects? I was kind of nervous, but I'm really liking how it's turning out. Feel free to add like little specks of blood where we placed that latex. That was a big one. That was a big one, Roxette. I saw this at the makeup supply store, so I thought it'd be cool because it kind of looks like a wolf scratch. So we're gonna try to put this on. I've never used it before, but here we go. First step, cutting the box. Already not following the rules. You have to peel. So then you cut the places that you want to cut, but I kind of want this whole thing because, you know, I want the wolf look. And then, okay, girl, okay, it's working. It's working over here. We're doing something right. Wet the transfer paper with water. I got my handy dandy paper towel right here. I did the wrong side. No, I think this is the side. No, I did the wrong side. Okay, moment of truth here. It worked, guys. Now to blend that together, I'm just taking some of our thick blood and sort of going along the edges of where the fake scar ends. And then doing that one more time with our dark brown shade as well. Now while that scarring starts to dry and set down, we're gonna finish off the lips with the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the shade Fiery. This is their old packaging, but they still sell this product, and I love this red liquid lipstick formula. I think it's one of the best out there for red liquid lipsticks, and they still sell it. It's just in different packaging now, because I'm an OG, you know? This part isn't really drying exactly as I would like, so I decided to peel off a little bit and have it look like my skin is just like falling off. So I'm gonna peel off of it and then shadow it in with my browns and purples. Maybe even some more of this blood. Then you just want to add on some finishing touches like a red cape and some zombie contacts possibly. I could only get one in I literally tried for 20 minutes and I just couldn't get the other one in, so I just settled for this. But I still feel like it gives sort of like a cool zombie vibe. As soon as this idea popped into my head, I was just like, oh my god, I'm doing that because it's so cool, and I really wanted to play around with some special effects because, like I said, I've actually never done that. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in my next one.